Hello, I am Bahra Shahnaz, parenting Wali Rehan AI Institute Teacher Training Bootcamp Level 1. Now discussion
Hi,
with
Shna.
Maya. The topic is Day 15, the importance of lifelong learning in a fast changing world down. Okay.
All right, let's. So, what's drawing you to this topic right now? The importance of lifelong learning. Is it feeling overwhelming or more inspiring?
Learning.
What kind of learning feels most essential to you right now?
What does lifelong learning mean in your own words?
I think it's about staying curious even after you've hit what most people would call done with formal education. The world keeps changing so fast that yesterday's wisdom can feel dated pretty quickly. It's not just about job skills, it's about staying adaptable, human, engaged with what's going on around you. It's a mindset more than a course list, honestly.
What is learning no longer limited to schools and colleges?
Exactly. It's almost outdated to think learning stops when formal education does. Now there are podcasts, online courses, YouTube tutorials, mentors, even just observing the world around you. We're swimming in resources, which makes learning more accessible than ever, but also a bit more overwhelming. The real skill isn't finding the info, it's finding what actually matters to you amidst all the noise.
How is lifelong learning different from traditional education?
Traditional education is often about mastering a set body of knowledge, right? That's about getting a credential that signals you've learned something. Lifelong learning feels more organic. It's driven by your curiosity, your needs, your life experiences. You're not following a curriculum, you're building your own. And it's less about proving you know something and more about applying it to solve problems that actually matter to you.
What are some examples of lifelong learning in daily life?
Honestly, reading a news article and really thinking about the implications, trying a new recipe and figuring out why the chemistry works, chatting with someone from a different background and genuinely trying to understand their perspective, starting a hobby and getting better at it, not for any reason other than the joy of it. Learning feels way different when it's just part of life instead of something you have to do.
Why is lifelong learning called a journey rather than a goal?
Because there's no finish line. Traditional education, get degree, achieve goal. The world doesn't work that way anymore. New industries emerge, skills become obsolete. And if you stop learning, you get left behind. But more than that, it's just more fulfilling to always be growing and adapting than to think, okay, I'm done now. It's less about accumulating knowledge and more about cultivating the ability to adapt to anything that comes your way.
How has technology changed the way we learn?
Oh, massively. It's democratized access to information. You can learn almost anything from anywhere. Others personalize learning through apps and AI tools now, too. But the flip side is that it's also created information overload and distractions. Finding reliable sources becomes harder. The skill now isn't just absorbing knowledge, it's filtering noise, evaluating sources, and deciding what actually matters to focus on. The abundance of information makes learning more individual. No two people will follow the same path anymore.
Why do skills become outdated quickly in today's world?
Technology evolves so rapidly. Think about it. Even 5 years ago, a lot of skills people considered important Some coding languages, specific software expertise are less critical today. New tools automate tasks previously done by humans, entire industries transform. This means the shelf life of skills is shorter. So continuous updating isn't optional anymore. It's not about being replaceable, though. It's more about becoming someone who is adaptable to change.
How does online learning support continuous education?
It makes continuous learning much more manageable. You can fit it around work and life. The pace and style are more flexible. There's more choice. So many niche courses and resources now. The downside, you have to be more disciplined and self directed since there's less external structure. But for people already motivated to learn, it's an incredible opportunity to upskill or explore new areas without disrupting your entire life.
What new skills are important in the digital age?
Adaptability is huge, the ability to learn new things quickly. Critical thinking, because you can't just take everything you read online as truth. Data literacy, understanding how to interpret and make decisions based on data. And maybe surprisingly, really strong communication skills. Because technology connects us all, but being able to clearly explain complex ideas to others, build rapport, and collaborate effectively becomes even more important.
Why is a growth mindset important for lifelong learning?
It is. With a growth mindset, believing you can develop abilities through dedication, you bounce back from setbacks easier. You embrace challenges instead of being threatened by them. In today's world where everything feels in flux, that resilience becomes absolutely essential. If you believe intelligence is fixed, you're less willing to take risks or try new things. A growth mindset sees every challenge as an opportunity to learn and become more capable.
How can adults overcome fear of learning something new?
Start small, tiny steps, honestly. Pick something low stakes that genuinely interests you. Frame it as experimenting rather than learning. Take the pressure off perfection. Find a supportive community. Learning with others helps normalize the awkward beginner phase. And honestly, acknowledge that being bad at something is part of learning. Everyone feels like an idiot when they start.
Why is lifelong learning important for career success?
Pretty much guarantees you stay relevant. Job landscapes change so quickly that what got you hired might not be what keeps you employed a few years down the road. Continuous learning shows employers you're adaptable, curious, and willing to invest in yourself. All qualities they value. Also, it increases your options. The more skills you have, the more choices you'll have, and that gives you more power in any career path.
How does lifelong learning benefit society as a whole?
Smart question. An informed and adaptable society is better at solving complex problems, climate change, economic inequality, public health crises. When people stay curious and up to date, it strengthens democracy, improves innovation, and helps everyone make more informed decisions. A society of lifelong learners isn't just smarter, it's more resilient and open to new possibilities.
Okay.
That covers a lot. What part of this
What?
really resonated with?
How can lifelong learning reduce unemployment?
Hmm, good question. Lifelong learning reduces unemployment in a few ways. First, it keeps your skills current, so you're less likely to become obsolete in a changing job market. Second, it helps you pivot. If your current field declines, you're equipped to learn new skills and switch careers. Third, it makes you more valuable to employers. People who demonstrate continuous learning are seen as more adaptable and innovative.
Why is learning important for teachers and educators?
Oh,
Small
that's
answer.
a great
One line
right,
one
because
answer given.
I'm not following what you're saying here. It sounds like there's some confusion with the transcription, and I'm getting bits and pieces. Could you try rephrasing why lifelong learning is important for teachers?
Okay, thank you, Maya. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That was a